is Emily Fulwell. I'm a nutritional therapist and I work with people to optimise their health through nutrition. And since the start of lockdown, I've been going live every day talking about various aspects of health and how you can use your diet to improve those areas of health. So I'm currently talking about heart health. I've been doing so since last week. And one of the things that we covered quite early on was inflammation. And I wanted to talk to you today about antioxidants and the role they play in keeping your heart healthy. So oxidation is something that's happening all the time in our bodies. And just the very act of breathing will create oxidation and free radicals. And that will be exacerbated by things like pollution, cigarette smoke, exposure to sunlight. And this oxidation creates free radicals, and free radicals can start to damage cell membranes, structures within the cell, and eventually they can lead to changes in DNA. So we need to make sure that our diet is really high in antioxidants to kind of quash or kind of calm down the damage that these free radicals are creating. So what antioxidants do is they bind to the oxidants or the free radicals to prevent them doing as much damage. And there are certain antioxidants that are particularly renowned for being good for heart health. And another thing to say about antioxidants is they tend to work in synergy. So they work on a kind of cyclical basis. So one will mop up some damage, then another type of antioxidant will take over the work that was doing, and they work synergistically in tandem. So the antioxidants that are really key for heart health are vitamin C, beta carotene. So beta carotene is a form of vitamin A, vitamin E, selenium, and then there's a group of kind of plant-based antioxidants, and that involves or includes things like resveratrol, lycopene, lutein, and there are many, many more. So what we need to do when we're thinking about our diets is making sure that we have that broad intake of different antioxidants so that they can work synergistically and you're giving your heart the kind of best chance it has of not being impacted by oxidation. So where do we find these foods? So I'm sure when you think of vitamin C, you probably think of oranges, but vitamin C is high in most fruit and vegetables. It's particularly high in things like black currants, berries, peppers, kiwi fruit. Anything brightly coloured will be high in vitamin C. Beta carotene is found in orange foods, so carrots, papaya, mango, peppers, sweet potato. Anything that's orange or yellow or bright green will be high in beta carotene, so spinach, broccoli. Vitamin E is a fat-soluble vitamin, and that's found in fatty foods like avocados, nuts and seeds. And then selenium is a mineral, but the food that has the highest levels of selenium would be Brazil nuts. But any food that's grown in soil should contain good levels of selenium, depending on whether that soil has been depleted. Lycopene is really high in tomatoes, and interestingly, cooked tomatoes have higher levels of lycopene than raw tomatoes. So if you are concerned about cardiovascular disease, one of the things I encourage my clients to do is to bake or roast a whole tray of cherry tomatoes or even big tomatoes. Let them cool down and then have a few every day. So add them to your salads. Really delicious when they've been roasted or baked. Then lutein I associate with bright green vegetables. So again, things like spinach. Lutein is also really good for eye health. And I had one more. What was that? I forgot what it was. Yes, think about having a rainbow of food. So it's beneficial on so many levels, but particularly beneficial for your heart. So really brightly coloured fruit and vegetables, and you'll be getting plenty of antioxidants into your diet, and then calming down the damage that free radicals or oxidation can do to your heart. So I hope that was useful. Do tune in again tomorrow, and we'll carry on talking about heart health. If you found this useful, please share it, and if you've got any questions, please ask them. It's great for me to have new topics to talk about, so anything you want to know about health and or nutrition, please ask. So thanks for listening, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.